Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
A shocking and violent crime carjacking in Milton grocery store parking lot captured on video. Former police chief Mark Saunders is exploring a run for mayor spokesperson. Image of former Toronto Mayor John Tory crudely covered at Pearson Airport. Toronto police searching for a man who allegedly met teenage girl online, sexually assaulted her. No plans to hold mayoral by-election before June, Toronto Deputy Mayor. Ontario hospitals optimistic health reform bill will prevent drain of workers. Person with gun allegedly spotted near Scarborough Town Centre, police.
These were the headlines and let's jump right into the details.
Police are investigating after a person was reportedly seen with a gun near the Scarborough Town Centre on Wednesday morning. Police say the incident happened around Progress and McCommon Avenues at about 12:10 p.m. According to officers, two men were allegedly chasing someone with a gun near entrance 7 of the mall. Police say one suspect is described as a black man who is in his mid-20s with a grey jacket and grey sky mask. The second suspect is described as a black man between 16 to 17 years old who is about 5'10" with a thin build. No injuries have been reported and police urge the public to stay out of the area. The TTC says Line 4 will not be servicing Scarborough Town Centre amid ongoing investigations. Toronto's deputy mayor says she has no plans to call on early meeting of City Council to fast-track the path to a mayoral by-election to replace John Tory. Jennifer McKelvey told a local radio show Wednesday morning she wants a by-election done as soon as possible since residents are anxious to meet the new mayor, but city staff needs time to prepare for what she says will be the largest by-election held in Canada. McKelvey assumed some of the mayor's powers when Tory resigned last week after admitting to having an inappropriate relationship with someone who used to work in his office. But McKelvey says she has no plans to use the power to convene City Council before its scheduled meeting on March 29th, the next chance for councillors to start the countdown to a mayoral by-election. If councillors pass a bylaw at that meeting to kickstart the process, a by-election could take place in June or July. McKelvey says she will listen to the city clerk's advice on when to hold the vote, while recognizing some of her council colleagues are wary a summer by-election could curtail voter turnout. If you recently landed in Toronto, you may have noticed something different about the mayoral display in the arrivals section at Pearson Airport. Images of the display have been circulating online and show the likeness of former Toronto Mayor John Tory crudely covered with craft paper and not a lot of tape. The display is one of the first things passengers arriving at Pearson Airport see before they set foot in the city, and also features images of Mississauga Mayor Bonnie Crombie and Brampton Mayor Patrick Brown. Toronto reached out to the Greater Toronto Airports Authority, which oversees operations at Canada's busiest travel hub, for comment on the makeshift covering. But in an email, the GTAA said it had nothing to do with it. While the paper covering itself has been removed by the GTAA, the organization said the signage will eventually be revised and reinstalled following a change in leadership. Tory officially resigned as mayor last Friday after he admitted to having a relationship with a former staffer. He had held the city's top job since 2014 and had started his third term after a landslide election victory in October. Deputy Mayor Jennifer McKelvey has since taken over some of the mayor's responsibilities. City Council still has to officially declare the office of the mayor as vacant, which is set to happen during its next meeting on March 29th, and call for the by-election. The city clerk will then set a deadline for when candidates can file their nomination papers. According to the Municipal Elections Act, election day would occur 45 days after the nomination deadline. Toronto police are looking for a man who allegedly sexually assaulted a teenage girl in December after meeting her online. A release issued by the Toronto Police Service Wednesday states the incident occurred on December 9th at approximately 5:30 p.m. near High Park. Investigators allege that the teenage girl met up with a man in the area of Bloor Street West and Parkside Drive in the city's west end after meeting him on the internet. the man when allegedly sexually assaulted the girl. Police say he was last seen driving away in a white Toyota minivan. The suspect is described as approximately 20 years old and standing of 5'8" with a medium build, a full beard and brown eyes. Investigators say he speaks with a slight accent and had metal braces with blue elastics at the time of the alleged assault. The man was last seen wearing metal-framed glasses, a black toque, and a black jacket with a fur-trimmed hood. Police have released new details about a violent carjacking in Milton grocery store parking lot that was captured on video. The incident happened around 9:40 a.m. on Tuesday in a metro parking lot at 1050 Kennedy Circle, which is near Thompson Road South and Lewis St. Laurent Avenue. Police said two suspects were driving a stolen white pickup truck that was previously involved in two hit-and-run collisions as well as a gas drive-off. According to police, the truck entered the metro parking lot and struck a parked Honda CRV. Police say that the suspects then smashed the driver's side window of the Honda CRV. The video, which surfaced online Tuesday, picks up from there and shows one of the suspects pulling a female from the driver's seat and throwing her to the ground. Both suspects then get into the vehicle and drive away while the victim lies motionless on the ground. The victim was transported to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, police say. In the news release issued on Wednesday, Halton police said they are aware that a video of the incident is circulating online. Police also shed more light on what happened in the moments leading up to the carjacking. The authorities said the stolen white pickup truck was initially seen weaving in and out of the traffic near Derry Road and Holly Avenue in the Milton about 10 minutes prior to the carjacking. Investigators said the same vehicle was then seen on several occasions driving erratically throughout Milton. It was also reportedly involved in two hit-and-run collisions as well as gas drive-off at the Petro-Canada near Main and Broad Streets at about 9:35 a.m. Ontario's hospitals say they are optimistic the province's new healthcare reform legislation will protect against the drain of workers to expanding private surgical clinics. Ontario Hospital Association CEO Anthony Dale says the province listened when hospitals asked for physicians who work in the new system to have hospital privileges. He says those privileges mean doctors will be accountable to hospital and must be on its regular on-call team. Health Minister Sylvia Jones introduced a healthcare reform bill on Tuesday that will allow more private clinics to offer certain publicly funded surgeries and procedures. The province says there will be oversight of the new system, although it doesn't yet know which organization will be responsible for that. University Health Network CEO Kevin Smith says the legislation should protect hospitals from losing staff. Former police chief Mark Saunders is exploring a run for mayor of Toronto, according to a spokesperson. Mitch Wexler tells CP24 that Saunders hasn't made a final decision about entering the race at this point, but is in the process of putting together a campaign team. Wexler worked on Saunders' campaign in Don Valley West in the recent provincial election and said that he would be involved in a potential mayoral campaign should Saunders throw his hat into this ring. Saunders served as Toronto's police chief from 2015 until his resignation in the summer of 2020. He ran under the Progressive Conservative banner in June's provincial election, but was defeated by Liberal Stephanie Bowman by about 1,800 votes. At the time, Saunders said that running the office was an itch he had, but he said that his political career was over following his loss in Don Valley West. I have itched myself out, he told supporters on election night. Saunders spent 38 years with Toronto Police Service before stepping down as chief in the summer of 2020. He later served on the province's COVID-19 vaccine distribution task force.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.